So we are here at the Wisycom booth at NAB 2017, and we are here with Leslie, and we're actually going to talk about what's new here for Wisycom, and that is the antenna systems you guys just designed. Tell me a little bit about what's gone into the new design.
Well, the new antennas are like periodic antennas that are going to replace basically what we already had, passive and active, which we call MBNA and LBN1. This is LBNA, the new LBNA and for reception, and the new antenna for transmission. We've got both antennas with boosters. We also have the passive version, which has even a wider band. This one goes from 400 up to 960 megahertz. So basically it's the first step we make to increase even the already wide bands of our product. So there is a part of the band which is not being used also for US, which is 940, 960 megahertz. So we want to use also that part of the band. So this we have a booster for receiving antenna, which is 15 dB gain, and this is the booster for transmitting antenna. It's 1 watt of power.
1 watt.
Yeah, 1 watt.
1 watt. Okay, so that was going to be able to give me a lot of range for my IFB system. It runs off T-bias.
Runs off, sorry.
The bias. It runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was basically, sorry. We developed this to work together with the RF over fiber system. Because what we carry normally, with this system you carry RF, you carry Ethernet over one single patch, because the frequencies are multiplexed, but you cannot carry RF power. So you need to re-amplify the signal on the remote area. So you need or a transmitter in slave mode or another antenna amplifier, so this one rack unit, which can be both expensive and uncomfortable, or not. I mean, in terms of size, it doesn't fit in every installation. So we built up this antenna for this purpose. So you can use a BNC standard connector straight from the system, from the fiber system, and go into the antenna and power up the antenna for 1 watt. So for all the IFB application, gives you kilometers of coverage between fiber and 1 watt antenna, which of course is quite useful.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of power right there on 1 watt. So I mean, I also noticed that the antennas themselves, they're a little bit thicker. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, because of course putting holes in the antenna to protect them from wind. This was asked for Formula 1 usage, where they're putting, of course, antenna really high on the OBs or on the studios, so they might have problem on antenna moving. So we had to increase the thickness and the robustness of the antenna. So this is why they're thicker, they're a bit heavier, because we decided to put aluminum connection here instead of the plastic one.
Yeah, I mean this is.
Yeah, you can move from, based on what you need, you can move the connector from top to the bottom.
Yeah, and that was easy to move. I mean, I can do that with one hand. So, you know, as I'm hoisting it up and trying to work with this is really easy to operate. I really like the antenna system you come up with.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, as I already said, the passive one antenna, which I think I didn't mention, is going from 170 megahertz up to 1.3 gigahertz.
So VHF is included. And how big is the passive? Is it bigger?
It's the same, just without the booster.
Okay, so the reason why I mentioned that is if you read Cast Quarterly 2 quarters ago, one of the desires was a VHF antenna that was compact. And to the author of that article in Cast Quarterly, you now have one, a compact VHF directional antenna, which is the dream.
Well, the idea is, I mean, the fiber, RF over fiber system, and also the matrix are working both in VHF and UHF. Because when we work in, for example, in Formula 1, they use the fiber patch to transfer also walkie-talkie signal, because they need to increase the distance. The loss of the patch is 0.3 dB per kilometer, compared to the standard like 1.3 dB each 10 meters of the coax cable. So there is a huge difference, and this helps increasing. Then on the other side, you need, of course, to have antenna which matches with a RF over fiber system or the matrix. So we need to use VHF and UHF both. You guys have put together just a really nice, good, clean system.
Thanks. And it's amazing. We're going to keep reporting back here at NAB. Again, check out the Wisycom booth if you're here. If you're not here, just keep watching us, and we're going to keep doing more videos.